Hello Virgo, thank you for joining me for your tarot forecast for the month of May. As always, please only take the messages that you know are meant for you and leave what isn't yours for someone else, okay? Right, so your spirit animal guidance message is the Radiant Eagle's Vision. And it says, keep your long-term goals in sight, maintain a clear vision of your aspirations and work steadily towards them. This focus will help you stay motivated and on track, okay? So they're saying for you to be like this eagle and to have this eagle vision, okay? To remain focused on what it is that you want or what it is that you're trying to achieve. Try not to become distracted, okay? Stay true to your goals. Right, so that's your spirit animal message. Now we're going to take a look at your rune and we'll see what guidance is coming out there. We're also going to take a look at a healing crystal and of course the tarot and some guidance as well, okay? So what is the rune message that you have for Virgo, please, for the month of May? Oh, Muspelheim in the reversed position. Interesting. So, not a rune, it's a place. This one, it says, guided by Surtia's flames and action, and it's in the reversed. So, for you, it's saying deliberate action rather than spare of the moment action, okay? When this card comes out in the reversed position, it carries a warning of try not to make things more difficult for yourself than what it needs to be, okay? So basically, and I'll hold this up in the upright so you can see, but we're taking it from its reversed message, okay? Surtia, if anyone's here that doesn't know, one of the giants, and there was creation and destruction. The ice giants, I believe, are about creation, and the fire giants are about destruction, and you need both, okay? Life needs both. This one is all about the balance of life and that unstoppable cycle of life, which is that death and rebirth cycle, okay? This indicates a pivotal force of change and renewal. It's all about the natural order of things. So it's not just about destruction as in the type of destruction. This thing over here isn't working. Let's pull it all down and start again. Start afresh. Start anew. Okay, it's that kind of destruction. Getting rid of the old, so that new can come through, new growth can come through, is that sort of destruction, so that new things can be created, right? It's also about purification. And they say it works, this energy works in the same way that some forest fires can clear the path of all of the old and the dead, right? Dead branches and stuff, and makes room for new trees, new plants, new flowers to grow through that wouldn't necessarily have been able to have come through had that old dead wood still have been there, okay? So it's in reference to that, and with it coming out in the reverse, Virgo, for you guys, it's saying this month, remain focused, just as the eagle energy was telling you. Stay on track. Try not to get distracted. Stay focused. Because if you're not focused, then potentially you could end up making things worse for yourself than what it actually needs to be. Okay? So every decision that you make this month, it needs to be deliberate and well thought through, as opposed to spur of the moment, acting in the moment, I'm just going to do it and to hell with the consequences type thing, okay? This is not going to be the month for being Knight of Wands-esque energy, basically. Okay, this is not going to be the month for you to be charging in. Okay. I also want to say as well, now obviously I don't want to cause anyone fear or alarm, right? That's not what I'm here for. When this one comes out in the reversed, it can indicate accidents. All right, so no climbing up ladders without tethering said ladder to a wall first, for example. Okay, no taking unnecessary risks. No dodgy maneuvers when you're driving, for example. Okay, that sort of thing. It's all about. It's not. Oh, be paranoid and yada yada. It's not that. It's just saying, look, just be extra careful this month. Take your time this month. If you've got appointments, obviously try not to leave it to the last minute, so that, you know, when you have to drive to your appointment, you end up driving erratically because you're going to be late, sort of thing. It's like, give yourself an extra hour if needed. Okay, so that's this one in the reverse. What I am going to do, I'm going to leave it in the upright position throughout this reading, so that you can harness the more positive qualities of this energy. Okay, right, so let's take a look at your healing crystal. And by the time you've pulled more cards, we're going to be able to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Okay, it does take time for the bigger picture to reveal itself. Right, so your healing crystal is celestite, and I do believe I've got a piece of it here. This one is yellow celestite. They say it helps you to connect to your spirit guides. Okay. This one is a piece of blue celestite. I do have a piece of blue celestite as well. It's up on my shelf. It's out of camera shot. It's this one. Blue-grey celestite is a delicate sulfate mineral with airy, buoyant blue cotton candy vibes. It gets its name from the Latin word for heaven, and if you close your eyes and ask nicely, then maybe it'll take you there. Who needs it? Anyone brazenly ignoring the consistent inner voice that actually has some good ideas for how you might better handle this whole life thing. Where to put it as a calming adornment wherever you meditate or pray, and when to use it when it's time to stop and really listen. With celestite as a guide, you might be surprised what you hear. And its affirmation says, tune in to your serenity. Okay, so it's time for you to tune in to your inner voice, your intuition, tune into your guides. Okay, everyone's got guides, whether you believe it or not. Everyone's got guides. It's all about, are you really listening, Virgo? And that's what they're asking for you to consider this month. Are you really listening? And imagine the word really being in capital letters. Okay, are you really listening? I would say with this one, be cautious of your loud inner critic. Make sure you're not mistaking your loud inner critic for your own intuition. Okay, your loud inner critic, that, if anything, is going to be what leads you astray. Your higher self, your intuition, will never lead you astray. Okay, right, so there's that one. Now we're going to take your intuitive message, and I'm going to get you 2 cards from 2 different oracle decks. And then, of course, we're going to clarify the messages that come out with the tarot. So what is it that Virgo needs to know, please, for the month of May? Oh. Okay, so with that strange... It wasn't a jump. It was more like pushback. With that strange pushback there, Virgo, I feel that you're being told, try not to overwhelm yourself this month, okay? Make sure you're not over-promising yourself or overcommitting in any way, shape or form, okay? You don't want anything this month that's going to add on to that feeling of being under a lot of pressure, okay? Because remember what happens when you're under a lot of pressure with that Muspelheim in the reversed position. You'll end up rushing around, not thinking straight, making a lot of mistakes, okay? Really take your time with everything this month. So you've got more than one. You've got 3 that came out of this deck. It's okay. The Wolf, loyalty, bonding, and conformity. The Rose, ambition, recognition, and desire. And the Cradle, new life, new opportunities, and responsibilities. So with this combination, I'm feeling out this rose, and they're saying every rose has its thorn. So there is a bit of an issue here. And the issue could be coming from home with this Cradle. It could be coming from expectations with the mention of loyalty and responsibilities. I'm feeling this energy as Virgo, you're ready to make a change this month, but perhaps are struggling with how to make those necessary changes. It feels a little bit like in some aspects your hands are tied, and that you're not able to completely start again as much as what you would like to, because there are some sort of responsibilities here. That there is something that you are loyal to or are needing to be loyal to, so you can't completely have like a totally fresh new beginning. Okay. See if I can get more information on this. What's going on for Virgo? What's going on for Virgo? Okay. The 6 of Spring. That's akin to the 6 of Wands. It says wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards, success and public recognition. Yeah, it's literally the Lord of Victory that's coming out here, Virgo. So I'm feeling this energy as if you're one of these Virgos that has been hoping to move home, okay? Then they're saying that it's a very real possibility that you will be moving into a new home this month, or hearing about a moving date. Okay, so something's being confirmed here that's given you this opportunity for this new life that the Cradle is associated with. Okay, remember, new life, new opportunities and responsibilities. Maybe you've been hoping to get a bigger place, or just somewhere that's in a nicer town or in a nicer street. Okay, it's saying, yeah, actually, Virgo, you are going to be able to begin your new life this month because you've got really good news that's coming in. I'm feeling also for those Virgos where that doesn't apply, then it's very likely that you are receiving some sort of recognition for a job well done at a workplace, or if you're currently looking for work, then, you know, if you're currently unemployed, then it's very likely that you're going to be in employment before the end of this month closes out. Okay, you're certainly getting recognized for doing something very good, for doing something very positive, or for being incredibly talented within your chosen field of expertise here. Okay, I'm feeling that there is loyalties that are building up around you here, that with this every rose has its thorn, that's a double-edged sword, okay, for many reasons. I would also say as well that you are getting a lot of positive attention, which again if you're an introvert and you're getting a lot of attention, that might make you feel really uncomfortable. And that could be the thorn on the rose, right? The fact that you're getting a lot of attention. Maybe you're one of these that doesn't like the thought of having a lot of people looking at you, or a lot of people talking about you, or talking to you, right? You could be really sort of shy and reserved, and one of these that doesn't tend to do very well in social situations. So yeah, that would totally be the thorn on your rose. So we need to pull some tarot, and we will get further information on all of this for you. So we're going to take a deep dive now into this energy, and hopefully we're going to get a crystal clear picture of everything that's going on. So what is this message with the wolf for Virgo, please? What is this message of the wolf for Virgo? I'm hearing you've been keeping the wolves at bay. So that would imply that you've been doing really well so far, keeping trouble off your back, if you're keeping the wolves at bay. That could be financially or socially. What's this wolf? Okay. Nice. Knight of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Whatever this is that you're doing, Virgo, keep doing it, because it's working. Okay. Knight of Cups to the Queen of Wands, that can absolutely imply that you've got love that's coming in. Okay, romantic love. For those, obviously, if you're already in a committed situation, then it means that your current relationship is about to go up a level, a significant level. Okay, so just consider where it is that your relationship is right now, and it's going to be a level above that, right? That's this combination. It demonstrates to me, Virgo, that someone is absolutely 100% dedicated to you, crazy about you. Or this could be you figuring out your own loyalties. Okay. I feel strongly that there is some sort of romantic offering that's coming in here, Virgo, with this combination. Now, obviously, I didn't want to have this leaning towards romantic love, but you know what? Sometimes the reads just end up being that way. I do suspect, Virgo, that love is going to be the theme of the month of May for you. Okay, it really is. With this Queen of Wands, there's two things to this, right? With the Queen of Wands, doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Okay, you can still embody this Queen of Wands energy. You're coming across as being incredibly attractive, more so than usual this month, Virgo. There's a healthy glow to you, and you might even notice that as well when you're looking in the mirror. You're going to notice your skin is looking different. Your skin's starting to look a lot healthier than what it usually does. Okay, there's a certain glow, not just to your skin but also to your aura, and other people are noticing it. Right, that's this combination. On a personal level, you're starting to feel a lot more comfortable and confident within your own skin. Definitely there is ambition here with this combination, and it's you forging your own path. Okay, having that courage and determination to do so. Because bearing in mind, your Queen of Wands energy is associated with being very charismatic, Viveka, I can never say that word. I know what it means, but I can never say it. Vivacious and optimistic. Okay. That's the vibes that you're giving off this month. And it's incredibly attractive. So do you remember about that thorn on the rose? Thorns are on the rose to protect itself, right? So you are going to have to focus on your boundaries, practice your boundaries, ensure that certain individuals are not overstaying their welcome around you, okay? Be that thorn, protect yourself. But it also indicates that, again, with you getting a lot of attention this month, you're attracting both positive attention and negative attention, I'm afraid to say, which is exactly why you're going to be putting those boundaries that you've been practicing into action. Okay. So it's kind of like everything that you've been learning about yourself over the past couple of years, you're going to be able to put that all into practice this month, Virgo. Demonstrating loyalty towards yourself. And that's all part of this self-acceptance, self-love journey that you've been on. Okay. Right, let's take a look at that rose. What's this rose for Virgo, please? I tell you what this is, Virgo. You're commanding respect by your sheer presence alone. So you're not commanding respect by saying to people, you should respect me, right? No, you're commanding respect by just being. Yeah, 9 of Cups. You got the 5 of Cups out here as well, though. So again, 9 of Cups would be the rose, and the 5 of Cups, that would be the thorn. Okay, 9 of Cups to the 5 of Cups. So you do have wish fulfillment here with the 9 of Cups. And then you've got your loud inner critic being a little turd sausage, right? Yes, turd sausage, telling you you don't deserve this 9 of Cups. You don't deserve this happiness, this wealth, these opportunities, this abundance, right? So you can quite confidently tell your loud inner critic to go do one. Okay? Because again, if anything is going to put you a couple of steps backwards this month, it's going to be that loud inner critic of yours. Okay? That part of you that keeps telling yourself, oh, I'm a failure, I'm a disappointment. That part of you that keeps you feeling pessimistic. You see, you've got optimism here with the 9 of Cups and then pessimism with the 5 of Cups. Now, here's the thing. Because we keep things real on this channel, always have, always will, you need a healthy dose of both, right? You absolutely need a healthy dose of both. Because you don't want to become toxic positive, but equally, you don't want to become toxic pessimistic either, right? Healthy dose of both. At the moment, it seems to be of the extremes, right? And that's what Spirit's trying to draw your attention towards. Ensure that you're not going to any sort of extremes this month. You need a healthy dose of both. Again, that's the thorn on the rose. In times of feeling abandoned, in times of feeling unloved or sad or lonely, that's going to be the most beautiful moment for you to show yourself some sort of recognition. Okay? and compassion, and all of the other beautiful things that the Nine of Cups is associated for. Okay. Right, what's this cradle for Virgo, please? New life. Oh, the Seven of Wands. For new life, new opportunities and responsibilities. The Seven of Wands, that's literally boundaries and standing your ground. Maintaining your position. Maintaining your position. Protection. Protecting yourself, protecting your territory, whatever that implies specifically for you. Protecting your kids if you've got them, protecting your home. Looking into some sort of security systems could be. Or, like I've already covered at the start of your read, actually, yeah, finding that affordable home in a nice area where you don't have to worry so much about having 360-degree views of surveillance cameras around the boundaries of your home, right? You have another card for this, please. The Cradle and the Seven of Wands. Just as a side note, for those who do have children, because again, not everyone has children, if your kid is between the ages of, I would say, 5 and 15, you might discover that your child has been getting bullied and they've been keeping it to themselves this whole time. Okay, so they are going to be looking to you for some sort of help, for some sort of protection. Okay, and then you've got the Empress that's come out off center. Interesting. Empress off center. I'm reading that energy as you having some sort of creative block. Because it's to clarify this cradle. New life, new opportunities, responsibilities. And it's with the Seven of Wands. It's a creative block, of that I'm certain. So if you are struggling through, or if you remember this read in your head, and then you reach that point of having said creative block, they're saying the worst thing that you can do in that situation is to push yourself through a creative block. They're saying that almost never works. You can't force it. Okay. I don't know if I should tell you what they actually just said. It was fun. Well, I thought it was funny, but you might not find it funny. Yeah, I'll say it. Having a creative block is a bit like going to the toilet. If you have to force it, you just know it's going to be shit. Right? So don't force it, Virgo. The way to get through that creative block is not to fight, but to wait. Empress off center, that's crossing it. Okay. Allow that creativity to flow. So you see, at the moment, that flow is missing. Okay. They're saying you don't have to force it. And it's really interesting because there's butterflies on this card as well. The butterfly never, ever, ever comes out of its cocoon before it's ready. Because it'll die. If it tries to come out of that cocoon too quickly, it just simply will not survive. Everything needs to take its own time to grow, Empress, to blossom, and to mature. Okay. So there might also be concerns that you have, again, about a child. Concerned that they're not growing, that they're not mature, that they're not holding their own. And again, same message. Spirit saying, try not to force them. The worst thing you could do right now is to force them. They're going to grow, develop, and blossom in their own time. Just like that butterfly coming out of its cocoon. Okay? So you don't force yourself to do anything before you feel ready, Virgo. And then same applies to other people that you're dealing with this month. Try not to force anyone else to do anything before they're ready. Okay. It'll just end up crap. And then 6 of spring, which is good news. Well, it is not good news. It says wonderful news is on its way. You've been making a lot of smart choices, and that's bringing you really good rewards this month. You're receiving success, hard-earned success, rightfully earned success, possible public recognition here, receiving some sort of an award or a certificate or a pay rise or a promotion. Nine of Wands and 10 of Cups. There it is. There's your 10 of Cups right there. It's literally saying everything that you've been working towards, everything that you've been quote unquote fighting for, is all coming in this month. Leaving you feeling this overwhelming sense of happiness, safety, security, stability, happy, fulfilled. It's everything that you've ever wanted here. That's your wonderful news that's on its way towards you, Virgo. You can probably already feel the energy shifting. Uncertain. Ooh, I can feel a shift, but I don't quite understand what this could be. Well, that's what it is. 9 of Wands tells you you're very close to success. It tells us you have been very resilient. You have persevered when you needed to. Okay? 9 of Wands, it's that final push. It's literally, you can see the finish line on the horizon. Whereas you couldn't even see the finish line a couple of weeks ago, but now you can see that finish line. So you're giving yourself that final push to get over the finish line. Even though you could be feeling tired, you're giving yourself that encouragement. So when you feel that self-encouragement wavering this month, Virgo, because of that loud inner critic, it is vital that you get back on top of it again really, really quickly. Because you need to keep giving yourself that encouragement, but again, healthy doses without forcing anything, without pushing yourself. Okay, it's healthy encouragement. And that takes you straight to your 10 of Cups. Beautiful. Nice. The energy at the bottom of the deck, your overall energy for this month, the Page of Cups. Yeah. A Page of Cups almost always indicates that there is very good news that's coming in towards you when it pertains to love or romance, or babies, or children, or anything that is near and dear to your heart. It could be a cause that is near and dear to your heart, that you've been fighting for. You're seeing good news, good progress. There's to do with that this month. Okay. This is sometimes an apology. So again, use your discernment, okay? Because not every Virgo here is going to be receiving some sort of an apology. Listen, if you know that you're due an apology off of someone, you might well find yourself receiving said surprise apology off of a certain individual, right? It's very, very possible. Mostly, this is about good news is coming in towards you when it pertains to a cause or a person or an ideal that is close to your heart, that you feel really deeply about. Okay? Good stuff. Right, so let's take a look at a healing message for you guys. What else for Virgo, please? Okay. The divine is always supporting and guiding me. Yeah, the triple moon goddess and the white owl there. Okay, right, that one's number 48, so let's take a look. This one says, you're never alone, and when opening up to walk your highest path of healing and spiritual development, you will be provided with everything you need. It is said that the most essential practice is spiritual, because it reminds us that we are more than we think, and surrounded by, and a part of, this great mystery. Most of us have experienced a glimpse of the one that has given birth to all. In these moments, we feel a divine communion, a connection, an inner peace. We are not separate from the divine. It is an illusion of separation and thinking that we're individuals and not all one soul living and breathing through all of us that leaves us in despair. Ooh, yeah. That. I should be allowed to name drop. I should be, because I'm not saying anything bad or negative about it. Actually, there's a game. I'm trying to remember the name of the game. No Man's Sky. There's a game called No Man's Sky, and I'm really sorry if anyone here is a gamer and you've not played it yet, or you're currently still on a playthrough. You might want to not listen to this next bit. Basically, they say the same in that game as well. The universe is experiencing life and itself and all of existence through us. Like, their whole thing was we are part of the universe that is experiencing itself. And that's basically that section there. Okay. Dedicate yourself to returning to the embrace of Source of all creation and be open to receiving support in everything you need. Meditation for support and guidance. So yeah, you might feel like you're in need of more support and guidance this month. So, number 1, create stillness in your mind, sitting or lying comfortably and focus on your breath. Number 2, sense the lightness of your body and start visualizing stepping out of your body and see yourself seated or laying down and state, I am not my body. Number 3, in this light state, rise towards the sky and universe and see a warm light portal inviting you in. Imagine this portal being the entrance into the cosmic womb. Number 4, stay in this space and ask for divine guidance and support. Let yourself become immersed in energy and light. And number 5, pay attention to any visions and verbal guidance that you might receive. Number 6, yeah, it sounds like they're describing astral travel. Number 6, when you're ready, start to descend back to your body and feel the weight of your body and then full embodiment. Symbols, moon phases indicate the cycles of life and our own inner cycles. Yeah, so honor your own inner cycles. Okay, and the owl for inner wisdom and higher consciousness. Okay, so that's your healing message for that one. Now I'm going to use one of my sarcastic decks. If you're allergic to swearing, then you just don't have to listen. Okay, right, so let's take a look. What wonderful words of wisdom this deck is going to be able to provide for you. What else for Virgo, please? It doesn't always respond very quickly, that one. It takes its time. That's absolutely fine. Right. Oh, look. It's the perfect card for you, Virgo. Oh, look. Here comes the headfuck hamster with his bag of intrusive thoughts. Don't you just love this little fucker? What an asshole. Hang on. You're the asshole. Unload that bag of thoughts, my friend. Better off yet, ditch it. Don't carry that shit around. Find peace. I know you can. Pretty on point. Pretty on point. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful. If you feel that you're needing a personal reading with me, then my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. Please remember to interact with your own video or with the channel, okay? A like, a share, a subscribe, a comment, just any sort of interaction. It genuinely does help me out quite a lot. And thank you so much to those who already have done as well. I definitely appreciate every single one of you. For all information that you need about my Patreon page, about my YouTube channels, of which I now have a couple, personal readings, anything that you need, you can check out my description box and my pinned comment below, and you're going to find everything that you need down there, okay? But yeah, thank you again for watching. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.